This video is part of a series. If you're interested in watching a couple of complete noobs learn how to fabricate, please subscribe. We have been inspired by movies like Dirtbag.
Motorcycles are sexy.
The bucket list dream of ours is actually to build a motorcycle. What we don't have are the fabrication skills, probably one of the most important skills, knowing how to weld.
I had wanted to get something fabricated for my Sissy bar. We have a friend who does welding.
So we went and visited with Bevan and asked him about the project, but also said, you know, is there any way we can get involved with it so we can learn? And he was actually really open. We finished all of the spider web on the back of the Sissy bar, which was a real achievement, eh?
It's been a tough day.
It has been a tough day. I think both of us had to push through.
Today, I can honestly say, was the hardest day of fabrication. It was fiddly, it was time consuming, you needed lots of patience, which at times I didn't have.
Me neither at times, but we got there.
But we got there, and we worked together and we got it done, and it looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But damn, it was fiddly.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was really hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, right.
so they're temporarily tacked on. All right.
Oh, look, and he's done this.
Bring that round. Bring that round that way. So that welded blob from last week has been ground and polished to a Black Widow female kind of shape. What? That's exceptional. And look at those legs. It totally looks like it could come to life.
Put it on this side.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't quite remember how I had it now, but there's something like that.
Oh, and that sort of grabs on.
Oh, wow.
So today we kind of have to, so on the front side here, we need to fill in these spaces, really, don't we?
So just one thing you need to remember when you're doing positional welding is that you are going against the gravity.
Yep.
So having it lying down, you know, you've got everything just
Feeding
sitting
it
as
in.
it is, but with the molten pool, it can start to
Yep.
drip down and drip down.
Okay.
Just because it's standing upwards.
Yeah.
Is it better to start from the bottom of where it needs to be and go up, or start at the top and come down with a positional weld?
You can do either.
Yeah.
It's just having control of the...
You probably get a wee bit more penetration going upwards. Quite often with just vertical down welds, sometimes the weld can just kind of sit on the surface rather than actually bite in.
Oh, yeah.
So what we could potentially do, Rel, is if you were to work on one area and then I was to work on the other, rather than having to swap each
That's
weld.
a good idea, yeah. I might start with the bottom one. Welding is fun, y'all.
Behave yourself, woman.
I love it.
Oh dear, who bought you? Who was it? Took me a minute to get back into the swing of it. You can see, like, these look a bit haggard because I've done it in two parts, whereas these ones, they look a bit smoother.
Yeah.
Good lord.
Good lord.
Good lord. I mean, these were ugly, let's be honest.
Wouldn't worry too much about it being blobby,
Yeah.
because I think once we do a wee bit of blending, Bruce, blending
With the die grinder,
the
is it?
web and the strands,
Yeah. Is that with the die
with
grinder?
the die grinder mainly,
Yeah.
we can sort of get it a wee bit more organic looking. Yep.
All right, cool.
And the die grinder itself can add texture and roughness to it, because it just doesn't quite look right smooth.
No, not at all.
agree.
Definitely not the web, yeah. Well, I think unless there's anything that's standing out dramatically, which I don't think there is. I think
We'll just have a good look over it and see if there's any obvious.
oh, maybe
welds
there,
missing.
yeah. Do you wanna do the final weld rel?
Do you want to just unhook that?
Because I think we probably do need to get up under there.
And, if you just want to shift that away, we can. We can go like that if you want to get to any of the must.
Under there, that part there was a wee. Maybe.
Oh, it's
Or
on
no,
the
there,
side.
yeah.
Put a little bit of weld in there. One of the other reasons to fill the welds is where there's like a gap round here,
Yeah.
it's more likely to get a wee rust spot.
Oh, true.
It's a place where moisture can sit, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's probably it's less likely in the bits that are facing downwards,
Right.
where the water won't
Yeah.
pool.
Yeah.
It's where the water pools is the worst. So if there was like a gaping gap here or here,
Yeah.
so that bit in there, that is probably a
Yeah.
vulnerable spot. This is actually a smaller angle grinder than the one I normally use, but it's a wee bit easier to handle.
Because it's small, yeah.
Yeah.
I do have small lady hands personally, so that's good.
The bits that you know you're not going to be able to get, just don't even attempt with the grinder, okay? So basically the bits that we can get it in without hitting the actual sissy bar, they're the bits we can do, okay? So these bits, obviously in here it's going to get it's just not going to work. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit here, a little bit there and there, but I don't want to take too much off, then you've got to go back to welding. So just taking it off in stages. So we're not looking for a polished look, we're just looking for a slightly dressed weld. Get into a lot of little crannies where the angle grinder can't get in.
Yeah, great idea.
And we've got different bits. So I've got those bits there. That's just another. There's a lot of different shapes around.
And they're all obviously hardened steel, yeah?
Yeah, super hard.
Yeah. Want to give it a go?
This is Harriet. I'm not sure how we named her Harriet, but that's her name. The detail on her is beautiful. She's got this raised portion here on her back. That was a weld that's been grounded down, and that's going to be the red on the black back. She's a nice solid piece. She's got all the legs welded on now, shaped around the pincers and roughed up on the head. And she will be roughed up along the back a bit more as well, so that the paint really grabs. She looks fantastic. She looks very realistic.
Well, today has been all about finishing, about finessing. It feels like we perhaps haven't done a whole lot, but once we get down to using the die grinder to shape the welding on the web, it takes quite a lot of time. I'm really pleased with how far we've come today.
We've turned our blobby welds into a work of art, smoothed it out, made it look beautiful.
And the work that Bevan's done on Harriet the Spider is just exceptional. So once it all comes together and we can get Harriet welded on, that's just going to be a real celebration. We do have that intricate, perhaps fiddly work just to get through, which takes time.
Yep.
So it feels like we haven't achieved a whole lot today, but I really think that we have.
It's going to make the final product just look great. Worth taking the time to get it right now.
Yeah. Catch you next time.